she's not the most likely candidate to be in motorsports, but she loves her racing.
She's the reason Jimmy Johnson is where he is.
Jimmy Johnson becomes the champion for the second year in a row.
She's the reason Jeff Gordon is who he is.
Consistency is usually what brings on credibility. She's always been consistent.
Gordon's going to take the win.
She is Alba Colon, the highest-ranking female engineer in NASCAR. Barely taller than a stack of tires, the 40-year-old is a towering female presence in a male-dominated world. As liaison between her employer, General Motors, and Chevy's racing teams, she provides the technical resources necessary for one main purpose: to make her cars go faster.
We work on the design of the bodies. We work on the new engine that we have. We work with the teams in developing the blocks, the heads, the manifolds.
Hello, darling. Another Chevrolet win. How about that?
I'll see you next week, sweetie, okay?
Such was life for Colon and Chevrolet in 2007, winning 26 out of 36 races. Since being named Chevy's program manager in the Cup Series in 2001, her teams have won 138 races and counting. How she got to this place is as impressive as her success itself.
1, 2, 3.
This was my home for some time,
This dirty old shop.
Come on, I love it.
Growing up in Puerto Rico, Colon first dreamed of becoming an astronaut. That led her to the University of Puerto Rico Mayagüez to pursue a degree in engineering. Once there, she was persuaded to join a team of students who were building a solar car. She had found her calling.
This for me was normal. I know that maybe other girls are talking about makeups, about fashion. This is something that I just wanted to do, wanted to learn how things work. And it just happened, I cannot explain exactly, but here I feel comfortable.
Today, Colon is the only female program manager in NASCAR's Sprint Cup Series, and she navigates through the garages as if she's always blended into this sports fabric. But 14 years ago, as an entry-level engineer with GM, she couldn't have been any more of an outsider.
Tell me about the very first time you met Dale Sr.
Yes, it was in Talladega. We were, meeting different drivers. They introduced me to them. And, pretty much Dale said, I don't give you more than a year here.
But when he said it, what did you think? This is like the face of racing telling you, I don't think you're going to last more than a year.
No, I got a little bit upset. That's the truth. But at the same time, he challenged me. There's something inside of me that gets like, you know what, I'm going to show you that I can do it, and then we're going to work harder to make it happen.
I would have hated to have been a minority coming into this sport in the late 80s, early 90s. This was a Southern white sport. I don't care. I mean, that's politically incorrect, but that's what it was.
It can be very tough if you don't have, the look or the background or the name or, or some kind of tie to our sport. It can be very hard to break in.
What were those first couple of years like for you? How hard were they?
I used to cry, in some occasions, like what did I do? It's like I left everything that I know for something unknown. I started to doubt if I was good in what I was doing, or if I really knew what I was doing. I felt very lonely. But later I realized, you know what, you don't have to change. I don't have to stop being a woman or Latin American, to fit in.
Not all female employees have had the same experience as Colon. In June, Mauricia Grant filed a $225 million lawsuit against NASCAR. Grant cited 23 specific incidents of alleged sexual harassment and 34 incidents of alleged racial and gender discrimination from January 2005 when she was hired through October 2007 when she was terminated.
I cannot comment about something that I don't know, but, and I would say this is my family. And I have been treated with respect, and I don't have anything to complain about. The sport has grown, and NASCAR has done a lot, to get more inclusive and everything. And I am part of that. I am a success story, and we are here to help them with that.
How do you hear yourself think?
Well, I am always using the earplugs. They are with me 24/7.
Horrible. I can't hear anything. And you're used to it?
She seems like the sweet woman that's not going to stand up for herself or is all that threatening, but when it comes down to it, she's going to crack the whip and get the job done.
As time went on and we got to know her and got to know her personality, it's like, wow, this lady's smart. She's on her game. She knows what she wants, and she goes after it. How about that, baby doll?
Tony Stewart would know. During Chevrolet's dominant 2007 run, which included a win for him on his beloved track at Indy at the Brickyard 400, Stewart and Gibbs Racing announced that they were moving to Toyota at the end of the 2007 season. At the time, it was a move filled with mixed emotions for both Colon and Stewart.
She's one of the people that I feel like I've let down the most. It's not been easy for anybody at Chevrolet. It made it an emotional tug of war of what to do and how to feel and what to say.
That has been a team that has been with us for 16 years, that owner, most of those drivers. So it was really hard. It struck me a little bit.
Less than 1 year later, Stewart announced this past July that he will leave Gibbs Racing and join Haas CNC, another Chevrolet racing team, in 2009, affording him the chance to become an owner-driver. Stewart said Alba Colon was one of the reasons he wanted to get back into a Chevy.
She's one of the first people to call, I'm sick, or if I get hurt, to check in on me. She's one of those people that you want to give 110% for, because that's the effort that she puts forth.
Stewart's return should help Colon and Chevrolet put behind them what so far has been a 2008 to forget. Chevy has won just 5 races, 19% of their win record last year. Colon says it's been the most difficult season of her career.
We knew when we sit down in November and December and figured out this season that we were not going to have that many wins. But we were not expecting, to be where we are today.
What's the most difficult part about that? Being at the top for so long and now struggling.
It's hard. It's hard to be on the other side of the boat. I can see what the other people has been feeling in the past, okay?
Colon often returns to Puerto Rico to recruit potential engineers for GM. Her success has helped pave the way for other women and Latinos to follow a similar path.
I noticed the other day I went to a test session and I started to notice that there are more females. And I was very proud of that. I saw, at least 5 females in race teams that I'd never seen before.
Do you feel like you had something to do with that?
I feel that I have done something. I had done something good for the sport, and I had done something, that I have to feel, pride.